Hello there, listeners. This is Father Grimborough. I think I'm doing this right. Our friends are over at Harrowstone right now, and they asked me to do this introduction. Here's the list of things they told me to say. So if you're enjoying the spooky adventure that these fine folks are going on, go ahead and rate and review them on Apple Podcasts. It really helps us to gain more listeners. Something else you can do is tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a complete stranger. Just let them know to check out the show. If you want to add some spooky music into your adventures or just into your daily life, go ahead and check out Midnight Syndicate over at midnightsyndicate.com. They've got some great music that I can play in the crypts. It's really fun. Now, if you want some just great ambient background noise to add to your own games, go over to youtube.com/swordcoastsoundscapes. All right, I think I need to get back to the temple. Oh, hopefully these guys make it out. Let's see. On to the episode.
Hey guys, happy moon landing eve.
Yeah. It's that time of year, isn't it?
It is. 50 years. Is it 50 years?
I think it is.
Yeah, no, it is 50 years.
Yeah,
It's the 50 years.
69, right?
Yeah.
69.
Nice.
69. Nice.
Not 68.
No.
And not 70.
Nope.
So, yeah. So, if you believe in the moon landing, happy moon landing's eve.
Yay. I'm a believer.
I know this will come out like way after, but I mean, for
Mhm.
us, it's moon landing.
It is moon landing eve
Yay.
as we record this.
So now you can do the math as to how far ahead we are at this moment in time
Mhm.
on our recordings.
But don't think it stays that way.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
But it does take time to edit these episodes.
A lot of time.
True. Yeah, no, we say a lot of terrible things that have to be edited out. Got any plans
For the moon?
besides playing this game?
For the moon landing?
Yeah.
I
You don't celebrate the moon landing?
I thought I'd go to the moon to celebrate it.
Sounds fun.
I'll listen. I've got some Walk the Moon albums.
Okay.
So
That fits.
I'll probably listen to that.
I was going to watch Moonraker.
I was gonna play-
walking on this.
I was going to
That's
play...
the
Wrong celestial body.
Wrong.
Right. I
I was-
might watch Apollo 13.
What were you going to do, Richard?
I was going to play some Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
I was going to show my bare butt.
My brother did that once.
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 Only once.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I believe there were some repeat performances. But we did get rid of the ugly hairdo
Yeah.
So
as a
where?
result of that.
What day are we on in Delirium?
Oh,
I think we're on the final day of Cathedral, 28th.
I
Yes.
believe we're still on the 28th day of Cathedral.
yes.
Okay. Well,
What's Galarian?
That's
that's
the,
Earth.
Earth. That's the world we're in.
Oh,
Yes.
got it.
It's Pathfinder Earth.
So
So enough goofing around. We've got some serious business to
Goofing
do with.
around, sir. People walked on the moon. What have you done?
do you know what
for
they
your
did?
life?
Do you know what they did on the moon? Goofed around.
Yeah.
They did.
They did science on the moon.
Didn't they golf?
They
They
played
had a golf club.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was that time. It was one of the 1970s missions.
Oh,
I
the
think.
less impressive missions of going
Right.
to the moon.
Right, yes, no.
So what
I
you're
read
telling...
an article. They had 15 seconds. They estimate 15 seconds of fuel left as they were landing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they still would have landed.
Just might not have been as gracefully.
Yes.
How
Yes.
far? Wait, hold on. I know that we're trying to play a game here,
Uh-huh.
but I just thought of something. How far up would a fall be deadly on the moon? Because it's less gravity.
Different gravity.
Well, it would really depend on how you were falling.
From a spaceship crashing like that.
Because you would have to be within the moon's gravitational pull.
Uh-huh.
I think it would depend on the size of the crater. It would depend on many things, but yes, you're right. It would certainly be. You would think you would have more room to fall.
Because, like,
No joke.
On Earth, it's like 2 or 3 stories to be, like, deadly
Like,
for us, right?
Yeah. Well, depends on whether you fall on your head or not.
No,
Well, that's true.
That's true, too.
no joke. Discussing this is just making me think about like 15 seconds of fuel, and then they returned. Like, it's not only that they made it to the moon; it's that they returned. And I am getting I am about to go into sweats thinking about how horrifyingly scary that could be of how it could go wrong.
Well, and there were lots of things that could have gone wrong, and we just didn't know about it.
Maybe
That was 15 seconds of fuel to land, and I would think that was a different part of the module.
Yeah,
The whole module didn't take off. There was a section that blew off.
I'm just thinking.
Mhm.
I'm just saying it's like they were smart enough to remember that they had to get back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Scientists work on these things. They think of the
Yes.
to and the return.
Yes,
I just-
the round trip aspects.
I've now decided in this moment that I want to not believe in the moon landing because the reality of it
Too
is more
scary.
horrifying than the imagination.
And they did it without calculators.
Nope,
It's
see-
really terrifying. Yeah.
Well, that's just like the Apollo 13 mission was supposed to land on the moon,
Yeah.
but they had major issues, so they just did a fly around and
Yeah.
came right back home.
That's a great movie. I mean, it makes you really think about what happened when they have the room with all the, like, they've got socks on board.
They say,
And-
this is what we have.
Yeah.
How do we use it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of deadly falls, Rodrick has fallen over dead.
Yes. Let's go.
This is true.
That was a good segue, Richard.
Nice segue from space talk into the world of Delirium.
I'm pretty sure that deserves a hero card.
Nah.
I think I earned partial points towards my next hero card.
Negative
I wouldn't
points,
give a
maybe.
hero
Oh, do we
card
have
to
partial
Rodrick
points?
at this point.
Do we have? Yeah.
If Rodrick survives it, he might have earned a hero card.
Is it like we get pennies, and if we get 100 pennies, we get a hero card?
Exactly.
This is a card for Richard, though, not Rodrick.
Right.
Oh,
So you can use it anytime,
Yeah.
just not in game.
oh, got it.
Just
We could use it on Noel, so
yes,
I get to
exactly. You
re-roll.
can use it against your wife.
Rodrick didn't get a wonderful transition. Rodrick's not doing anything right now.
Nope.
The only transition he did was from his feet to the
From
ground.
vertical to horizontal.
Exactly.
So, as we left off last episode, Rodrick was hit by a skeleton.
the natural 20, I believe.
It was a natural 20, but it was not a confirmed critical.
No, you confirmed it with a natural 1.
I did. It still hit, though, and it was enough to knock him to the ground. And you just see him fall to the ground and doesn't look like he's breathing or moving or anything.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna say
looks
you
dead.
said he was dead.
Yup. So, first off, Rodrick, let's get to you. So what I would like to do with this part is Richard and I are going to record this section separately.
There are no secrets between party members.
There will be for this. So, all you know, everybody else, is you see him fall to the ground dead. Richard, let's go record this part.
Okay.
All right. Your character, Rodrick, wakes up in a coffin.
In a coffin?
You're in a coffin.
That's really weird.
It is. What do you do?
I guess I'll roll perception. See if there's like a way to get out. 27. Okay. Am I bound? Does the coffin appear to be nailed shut?
You're not bound. If you push up on the lid of the coffin, it opens.
Okay, so he does that.
All right. So you push the coffin open, you look around your surroundings, and you see that you're in a temple.
I'm in a temple.
You are.
Can I roll a knowledge religion?
You sure can.
23.
23, and I'll even give you a circumstance bonus because this is a temple of Torag.
Oh, well, that's good. He feels at home.
Yes. And you see sitting nearby a very kind-looking, red-haired priest of Torag. He notices that you're awake, and I'm sure at this point you've probably sat up in the coffin.
Yeah. Am I dead?
Oh, you're awake. That's good.
Coming out of a coffin is not what I was expecting.
Well, you've been resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, we found you at Harrowstone. Your friends are long gone.
What?
I don't know how to tell you this, but several months have passed since you were last in Harrowstone.
What? So we failed?
It does appear that way. I have no idea where your friends went. We know that they did go into Harrowstone with you. The people of the town of Ravengrow let us know that they found you there, but they didn't mention anything of your friends or their whereabouts, or if they found them as well.
Well, then maybe we succeeded if the people of Harrowstone were still there. Perhaps we were successful. Perhaps my death was not in vain.
It could be possible, but I guess someone there was able to cast gentle repose upon you because you were still in pristine condition when we found you.
They probably took me to the Temple of Pharasma. That was very thoughtful.
That sounds like you had wonderful friends.
I genuinely liked them, yes.
As you're sitting there talking and having this conversation with this priest, roll a will save.
11.
11. As you're sitting there talking, you start to feel like almost as if these chains are wrapping across you and burning you.
What is this?
Are you okay?
No, clearly I'm not. What are these chains?
What chains? I don't see chains.
Rodrick looks down because he feels them. Does he see them?
You do not see any chains. You just feel them.
I feel them, but I don't see them. I'm being tied up.
And you take 3 points of damage. As these are burning into you. All right, and we're back.
Mysterious.
So you guys have no idea what's going on with Rodrick. You just see that he looks dead.
And there's skeletons and the Piper. We forgot to mention the scary one of the big five.
Yes, because these skeletons that you have in front of you were animated by the Piper.
Do we know that?
Well,
you would assume that.
You would assume so, because he came up and played the little...
And then suddenly skeletons.
Flute, and the skeletons that were laying in their cells started rising up.
I hope the skeletons. I mean, I was going to say the skeletons that are in the cells.
It's fitting, skeletons.
Don't figure out how to open doors.
They are skeletons.
Yeah, they might figure it out.
But are they velociraptors?
Are they?
Are they that smart? Are they that clever?
Are they cats?
Are they girls?
Because cats can do that too.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, this is serious. This is one of the major prisoners. It's just right there in front of you guys.
Yep. Well, let's get to it.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, and one thing that I forgot to mention, not only do you see Rodrick laying there dead, but the chains that he had in his pockets, or however he was carrying the chains with the religious symbols.
Yeah, because he picked those up. He felt like it was sacrilegious to just have these good holy symbols just laying around on the floor next to a skeleton. So he picked them up and is like, I'm going to take these with me and hopefully like sanctify them or something.
Yep.
Cool.
So you see them basically on their own crawling out of wherever they were and start wrapping around Rodrick.
Wait, like Freddy Krueger would do?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know what that means, but
you don't know
no.
Freddy.
I know who he is. He's the claws.
Face and he was a molester and he has claws.
I didn't know he was a molester.
Oh, he was super molester.
Which is why he got burnt.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have nightmares now.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's the point of the whole movie.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so the chains start wrapping around him, and so he basically looks like a corpse wrapped in chains.
Well, that's not good.
Nope, that's not good. But anyway, it's the other two skeletons' turns, because they haven't gone yet.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
What if the skeletons just didn't go?
Yeah, what if they just decided, you know what? I'm not going to be controlled by some man.
But they've been laying here dead for 50 years. They want to stretch their bones.
They've been waiting for this opportunity. It's been so long.
How do you know they don't want to just come give you a hug because you're the first people they've seen in a while?
Thinking about what happened to Rodrick, I have an assumption.
Also, I'm going to pass on the prison hug.
Are you sure?
Yes. Pass on the prison hug.
Well, all right. He takes offense to that, and he's going to swing at you.
Okay.
11 hit.
11 will not hit.
All right. Well, he's going to go for the second claw. How about a natural 20?
Will not hit.
Let's see if I confirm.
I think that was a lie.
New power.
It kind of, I mean...
Is a 13 confirm?
It does not confirm. That is not a lie.
So, not a critical, but it's still a hit.
It's good, because we can't be affording that right now with...
I'd be fine if you stopped with these natural 20s, Gary.
I can't help it. I'm just good. 5 points of damage to Thurskell from that skeleton.
Any other mind effects or anything that I should worry about?
Nope.
Did he drop dead?
He did not drop dead.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
You got bitch slapped by a skeleton, and you're still standing.
I wouldn't say bitch slap because he missed the first time.
Well, but so that's the thing. It's like he got you backhanded.
Yeah, he went with that one claw forward and then just came back with it. All right, so the fourth skeleton there is...
This is the one standing next to Vivian.
Yep. So he's going to try to go for the prison hug with Vivian. And he's just going to claw.
She's way too pretty to be in here.
13.
Oh, I forgot to look at my scores. No, that's a miss.
All right. And the second claw. It's a natty 19, so it's going to be 21.
That hits.
5 points of damage.
All right, so just to kind of give everyone an idea of the scene once more.
We're in a hallway.
We're in a hallway that's going north-south. On the southern end, there are two skeletons, and then right in front of them are Vivian, standing up, Rodrick, supposedly dead, on the ground, wrapped in chains, haunted chains. Then we've got Dwarfy.
Immediately in front of where Rodrick was.
And then diagonal from him in front is Zenobia, who's got 10 feet in front of her. She has another skeleton that's right next to Thurskell, who just tried to give him a prison hug. Mm-hmm. And then up at the very end of the hallway near the door that was blocked from the tower where the Sturges were hanging out has appeared the Piper.
Yes.
What's his name again?
The Piper of Ilmarsh.
Do you have the picture pulled up?
I can pull it up real quick.
And he's playing a pipe.
He is playing a pipe.
And looking really creepy about it.
And I will add this picture to the Instagram and probably the Facebook page as well.
Yeah, he's so creepy.
He's really cool looking. I like him.
Ooh, that face is so... Oh, he's very haunting.
Yes.
Very scary.
He's a haunt. That's his job.
He's very scary.
Spooky ghost.
Ghost, ectoplasm. So we've got a very scary hallway. It's very scary.
Yes, this is the haunted hallway. Or cell block. Because this is a cell block. Anyway, Zenobia, you are up next.
So I turn around and say, oh, for Desna's sake, he's down again. But I hurriedly move over to Thurskill to attack this single skeleton that's attacking him at the moment with my flail, which I have poured holy water over because I can do that now. My archetype is Grave Warden.
Yeah, not Grey Warden.
Not Grey Warden.
That's a different archetype.
That's a different archetype.
What about Hey Warden?
Or a Hay Warden, yeah. Which is a completely different archetype.
That's what the Soriana said to her husband when he came home.
Hey
Yes.
Warden.
Hey, Warden.
Oh, man.
Hero card?
Nope.
Keep trying, though.
We're feeling very desperate.
Wear
Please
him
give us a hero
down.
card.
Wear him down.
You miss every ball you don't swing at.
Exactly. So, the talent I got when I leveled up in this archetype was Holy Water Sprinkler. And no, I know where your brains are going. Don't even.
Mine went to an apartment sprinkler.
Mine went to summertime.
And the living's easy.
Yes, well, I'm sure it went somewhere else.
You have a dirty mind, Mother.
Yeah, so
Yep.
quick draw. You can quick draw Holy Water,
Which is big.
which is huge. And as a swift action, I can pour it on a weapon, and it does the damage of the Holy Water. It will do that through the whole round, so it's at least...
And I think we checked the wording on this. It's through your turn, right?
It's
not
through
just
my
the
turn.
round.
It's through her next turn.
The
So she has
Wow.
this turn and next turn. The holy water effect.
So anytime this weapon hits, I get not only the damage from the weapon, but I get the 2d4, I believe, is Holy Water damage.
Yeah, it's 2d4.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
This is such a good archetype, and I recommended you get quick draw. I
Yes.
didn't know that synergized with the archetype you were looking at, but it totally does.
It really works. It really works very well.
So you ran. Because I'm trying to remember, you had the flail out and you already had the holy water in your hand.
I had the Holy Water in my hand, so all I really had to do was pop the cap and...
and
So you-
just poured it while you
Pour it
ran
out.
forward.
Use that swift action to pour it onto
Yes.
the weapon.
Yeah.
So
yes.
that gives you the movement to get up and swing at
And
this
it also, I think I also can quick draw another flask of Holy Water in my hand.
That would be next turn, because
No,
you use
next
the
turn.
swift action to pour it this turn.
You can't take two swift actions in the same
It's
turn.
not a swift action.
You just said it was a swift action to pour it,
to pour it, but to draw it
Is
is
also a
quick
swift
draw.
action. Yeah, and
which
that's
is a swift action.
Oh well, there you go. Anyway,
We're learning.
we are learning.
Wait,
So-
does that mean she can't pour it? She can swift action draw it.
I already had it in my
Already,
hand.
already had it.
Never mind.
I had it in my hand. I didn't have to quick draw it, and that's why I can pour it. But yes, you're right.
Yep.
So
Otherwise, he would have impeded me there and totally frustrated me.
so roll that die.
That's my job.
So, yeah, roll that die. After all of that, so 17.
Dude, that's a good roll.
Yeah, and okay, great. So that's 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'll definitely hit.
Wow.
Yes. So that is 1d8 plus 2.
And then the holy water damage.
So that's 5, 7 damage from the flail, and then the 7.
So what was that
Seven.
total damage?
I think that was 14 points of damage.
That
Yeah.
was 14 points of damage.
14. Considering a skeleton only has 4 hit points,
Wow.
this skeleton does not even exist anymore.
It disintegrated.
It disintegrated.
It's like,
Wow. Wow.
Powderized.
do I get a hero card?
No.
You guys just are tired of these skeletons just walk up, bam,
Yes.
explode
Wow.
them.
That was amazing. And now they're ready to go after the ghost.
That was great.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
there's no skeletons in between the party and the Piper now.
Mhm.
That's exciting and horrifying at the same time.
Yes, because you know what's between the party and the Piper right now? Nothing.
So it means he can see you perfectly clearly.
That's incorrect. The strongest man in Galarian is between you two.
Like I said, there's nothing.
How very dare you?
Technically, you're next to each other. So.
Yeah, that's
Technically,
right.
we're next to each other.
All right. Anyway, Vivian, you're up next.
I am so excited right now. So, let me calm down. First, I want to roll some checks.
Okay.
I want to see what's up with Rodrick, and I want to do a knowledge religion. What do I do to check Rodrick? Will that fall under the knowledge religion, or it would be a heal check?
You could do either for Rodrick.
Okay, let me ask you this. If I roll knowledge religion, do I have to roll it individually for everything I'm looking at?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so I'll do Rodrick first. I hope I roll well. I did. Natural 19.
Yay!
Plus 9.
Okay, and that was a knowledge religion
Yes.
on Rodrick? Okay. So you can tell that he is affected by a haunt,
Okay.
and it is affecting him mentally.
So in order for it to be affecting him, he has to be alive.
Yeah,
then.
that's what I was going to say. So,
Yes.
so this makes me think that he's not dead yet.
Correct.
Not dead yet? Okay. And I saw these chains wrap around him.
Yes.
All right, so to get in Vivian's headspace here a moment. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm really excited for the roleplay part of this, but I want to roll a knowledge on the Piper as well.
Okay.
Real good.
Not as good. 15.
15 for the Piper. So you don't know very much about the Piper. You know, it's the ghost of the Piper.
Is it a ghost? Do I know that?
It's a ghost/haunt.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means probably.
Yeah.
One or the other is very important because we need to know, but she probably didn't roll high enough to know the specifics.
You know enough to know that your positive energy will hurt it.
Can you explain what incorporeal means, Gary?
It means that it doesn't have a physical form. Things will pass right through it,
Like weapons?
like weapons. An incorporeal creature will not take damage from a physical weapon. It will only take damage from a magical weapon, and at that point, it's still only 50%.
Haunt/ghost, question mark. She says that out loud. Question mark? She's not sure what a question mark
She
is.
says ellipses.
All right, so I am really excited. So just to get in Vivian's headspace, she was just in the cell that she was held in for 5 days in the dream state. She came out, was like, I'm done with this, walked on. Vivian is in a very much a power woman mindset of like, she is not letting this horrible thing that happened to her define her. She does not want to be a victim. And so as they're walking down this hallway, she's kind of like feeling sort of revved up. And then these skeletons attack and this Piper attacks. She sees Rodrick go down. She sees these skeletons come up behind her. She whips around and looks at the skeletons and she just says no. And she takes a 5-foot step back and uses one of the new spells that has been given to her by her goddess called Positive Pulse.
Ooh.
So
What does that do?
tell me about this spell.
So up until this point, Vivian has been tried not to be offensive. She's used channel positive energy a lot, but she doesn't go out of her way to hurt things. She's more of a buffer, but she's very upset with everything that's happening. And I love this spell because I think it fits so much with her personality. This spell causes a wave of positive energy to spread from a point you designate, damaging foes vulnerable to positive energy and bolstering living creatures. I'm just going to read this whole thing because it's important. Each creature damaged by positive energy in the area, such as undead, must make a will save, blah, 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 normal stuff. Haunts manifesting in the spell's area also take this damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
This spell does not heal creatures healed by positive energy. Such creatures instead gain a +2 bonus on saving throws against death effects, energy drain, negative energy, and effects directly caused by haunts.
Nice.
So what you're saying is this is the perfect spell to cast in this exact moment.
Yes. And I didn't know that you were going to get caught in a haunt. This was the spell I was planning to cast last week, just because there were 2 skeletons there. So Vivian takes a 5-foot step back and she casts this spell in the square, so she's going to get both the skeletons and Rodrick.
Okay.
This is so cool.
So give me a will save.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I just figured out the thing about the will. Why it's
First one is a 12, second one is a 10.
miss on both.
Aha.
Yay!
Oh, and I just read here that will negates. So, so that's why. So that's why this spell can be so powerful.
Gotcha.
What does that mean?
It means that if he had passed, nothing would have happened. Richard, do you want to give me a will save for Rodrick?
What? No. He's a willing member of this event.
Okay.
But is he?
All right. So that's 1d6 points of damage plus 1 per every 2 caster levels. So that's 1d6 plus 2. No.
+1 because you're level 2.
So that's 1d6 plus 1.
That's so cool.
4 points of damage to both of your skeletons.
Oh my goodness, that's so good.
Rodrick gets 4 points of damage to the haunt.
4 points to the haunt, 4 points to each of the skeletons, which both disappear because they only have 4 hit points.
And then Rodrick gets a +2 on a saving throw if he needs it for any reason.
That is so awesome. I'm so impressed with Vivian right now.
Oh, so she just went, no. And then blasted this positive energy out of her. and disintegrated the 2 skeletons in front of her. The only one that saw this was Dwarfy.
And he's really impressed.
Dwarfy just looks at it and went, holy shit.
Well, there's no facing in Pathfinder, right? So, in fact, Thurskill and Zenobia see these skeletons just go. Nice one, Vivian.
The difference between, like, Zenobia demolishing the skeleton and Vivian doing it, Zenobia's was just like an instant just powder thing, and then to nothingness. I feel like the focus that Vivian has, that this was like a slow, like, the bones just like turn to like black and ash and then fade away. Just
Well, now Thurskill feels left out. Describe how he one-shotted that guy.
You used your hammer and crushed it to the ground into powder.
That, I don't believe you at all.
You were there, you saw it.
I saw
You
it.
totally saw it.
He didn't describe it like that.
All right, so that's all the skeletons are gone, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Wow, I didn't realize that was going to be so effective. I just thought it was going to be a cool role-playing moment. Vivian found her inner animal or whatever.
Right.
Spirit animal.
And y'all have successfully cleared out all of the skeletons, and all that's there is the Piper now.
I'm really shocked now. I'm just like, whoa.
So how's Vivian feel about that, seeing what she just did?
I think she's surprised. Like, she's just like, no. And then it happens, and she just kind of takes a step back, like, whoa.
Didn't know I had it in me.
So, no, not her finger, because it's her.
It's her
thing.
hairnet.
So Vivian looked. She's like, no. And then that happened. She's just like, oh my.
I kind of like the idea of this one, since it's not exactly a channel, it's just a positive pulse out. It being from your voice when you said no, kind of like a canary cry.
Ooh.
So it was like when she said no, that it just...
The echoes. Whoa.
Because Shaylin's symbol is a songbird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
The
cool.
songbird.
That's really cool and thematic.
Rodrick, as you feel the chains wrap around you, the priest looks at you quizzically and just says, "Are you okay?"
No, I'm clearly not. What is happening? What have you done to me?
I've done nothing. Is there anything that I can do to help you?
Yes, get these off. I'm bound. I'm burning. Can't you tell?
I don't see anything binding you or burning you.
As he says that, you see this, almost like this distortion in your vision, like a wave go through the chapel.
Oh, I can visualize that really well.
Yeah.
And you kind of hear like a...
Yeah. And so as that happens, you get a quick glimpse that the symbol of Torog that was up on the wall is gone now.
Oh, wow.
The rest of the room is still there, but that symbol is gone.
What? That's crazy.
She kind of snaps back. She's concerned about Rodrick being on the floor, and she knows he's caught in a haunt. So she will, as her move action, she's going to pull out a vial of holy water.
Okay.
It's a good choice.
That works. All right. Next up is Dwarfy. What does Dwarfy do?
What does Dwarfy do? Dwarfy's going to roll knowledge religion. I'm sure Vivian told him everything about the haunt, and it sounded like she covered it, so he's just going to roll knowledge religion on the Piper. That's worse than Vivian rolled. That is a 12. So,
he's ghosty.
Toasty ghosty.
Toasty. We're going to make him toasty. Toast him with holy water. That's how you toast stuff. I don't know.
He's going to make him French.
So, knowing that it's a haunt, though, and what Vivian already told him, he's going to use one of his remaining fervors for the day. He has 2 left. This is going to turn it into 1. And he's going to reach down and touch the chains on Rodrick and channel positive energy through his fervor and do 1d6 points of positive energy damage to the haunt. And I rolled a 6!
Yes! Yes! He's so happy to save himself.
We need an anti-Rickroll song. theme.
All right. So Dwarfy does that.
6 points of damage to the haunt.
6 points to those chains, at least.
Is the haunt dead?
Nope.
Still, it's a good turn.
That was really good.
That was good.
Max positiveness.
Yep.
Your positivity is turned up to 11.
What does Dwarfy say?
Wait, does he get any pluses to his plus 6?
No.
No, it's just 1d6.
It's just like a channel.
No,
There's
D6
no-
plus blah.
No.
The difference is it's not an area, it's just a touch thing.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was thinking about that, how channels don't have bonuses. I think it's like you can only handle so much god power in one go.
Mhm.
Because it's not your power, it's the god's power.
Mhm.
And more especially, it's the positive energy, and the positive energy plane, despite its power being able to heal, living things can't survive on it.
Yeah.
It's too much power, too much
Exactly.
positive energy.
You'd, like,
only
you
so much of it.
disintegrate.
Yeah, only so much of it can can go through you at any given day.
So it's like opening the Ark of the Covenant.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So you just had to turn the faucet on and
everybody
turn it off
knows-
real quick.
Don't look at it!
Everybody knows what happens with this.
Especially if you're a Nazi.
It's beautiful.
So does Dwarfy say anything as he reaches down and touches the chains to do his fervor?
He'll reach down and say,
By Torag I smite thee. Clear.
Oh man, that was really good.
That actually arced through my
I
headphones.
would give you a Harrow card
mm-hmm.
if you'd given us some, but you didn't.
I've given you one each already.
Yeah, I want more.
Well, you haven't even used the ones I gave you, so...
Well, maybe I would if I had more.
We'll see.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So after that, Rodrick, you see the priest is looking confused, and then almost as if he tilts his head to look at you, and he's like, "Do you hear that? I'm not sure what that was, but I think my ears are starting to be affected by the chains that you were mentioning.
What, can you hear them? Can you hear the chains?
I just hear this clanging sound like metal, but I'm not sure what that is." And then as he tilts his head again, it's almost like this robotic, short, twitchy, like he's shorting out.
That's so creepy.
Thurskell, you're up next.
Thurskill sees the ghost, and he's going to his this hammer up, and he's going to drop it,
Kathunk.
grab his bow and arrow with a ghost touch arrow, and fire at the piper.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
We were doing so good,
He
and then
looks
I
like-
had to roll.
He looked like he didn't want to say that.
I didn't. So to confirm is a natural 2.
Oh,
Dang it, Philip.
that's a waste of an arrow.
Yep.
It and it fell down.
You did.
It's not.
You missed with it.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Okay, so it is you'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. The attack hits you, and it's a critical threat.
No.
You must roll to confirm the critical hit.
Come on,
So
Wow,
roll to confirm
Philip.
against yourself.
Oh no!
Is this your high roll, Philip?
Wait, hold on. I want a low roll.
Yeah,
you want a low
you
roll.
want a low
It's a
roll.
4.
With your bonuses, that's not going to confirm.
Yes.
Okay, so just regular
Oh.
damage against yourself, which is just 1d6 plus 1.
1d6 plus 1.
Man, Philip.
So explain to us what happens in the room.
5 points of damage.
Oh, that's still a lot. So explain to us what happens.
So I've never figured out how ranged attacks end up hitting you without ricocheting off of something, and he's too far away to ricochet. So I'm going to say when you are aiming and you go to pull back, your finger slips off of the string, and the string slaps you back in the face.
Okay, so
That would hurt him.
Hold-
That would hurt him a lot.
I was at the Ren Fair 2 weeks ago, and you can do archery at there. And I did it, and I did almost the exact same thing that you just described.
Oh no.
I pulled, I fired the arrow. It didn't hit my eye, it hit my hand, but it was a nasty
Yeah,
lesion
it
on
hurts.
my hand for
Oh,
like
man.
a
I
week.
did it so that I dragged, when the bowstring went, it caught all my arm fat.
Oh no, and went all the way
It
down.
went all the way down. I had a bruise, the whole inner part of my upper arm.
Yeah, nope.
Ow.
Bow and arrow is no joke. Thurskill,
The only character that rolls worse than Rodrick.
Well, let's
Apparently.
let's be honest though. He destroyed a skeleton all by himself last
That's
time.
true, you did do that.
you destroyed 2 all by yourself.
Yeah, but I'm amazing.
Okay.
Friend.
Let's get away from that. What happened to the arrow?
It's gone. It's
No, it's not gone. Where'd it fall? That's the question.
in my eye.
He's just got an arrow sticking out of his eye.
No, the arrow didn't hit you in the face. It did shoot the arrow a little bit, but it's way off to the side and probably went into one of the cells.
Okay, it's not near the piper though.
Not near the piper.
That's what I want to know.
We'll worry about recovering it later.
Right.
You have one more.
Okay.
Correct,
yeah,
Philip?
I wouldn't trust me with it, but yes, I have one more.
It's a good choice for next turn.
Yep.
You'd think.
All right. So next up, I need everybody
Oh, come
No.
on with this.
to make a will save.
No, I don't want to.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Even
You-
Rodrick?
Your mind's already being affected, so I'm not going to make you make this will save.
Uh-oh.
Where do I look at Wilson?
It's
I
on your
will-
attack.
will-
Got it.
I will roll for Dorothy, though.
All right.
Oh, no. Natural 2.
13.
13.
14.
8 for Dorothy.
So
I have a feeling this is...
Vivian is the only one not shaken.
Wait, I rolled a 13. I rolled the same number.
No, I rolled a
She rolled
14.
14.
Oh.
I thought I was going to be in that. Oh, that's ironic.
It is.
What does that mean then, Gary?
Basically a -2 to everything.
Yeah, to all your D20 rolls.
Yeah, I just... I rolled a 14 on the die, but stupid Thurskill with his low will.
And then also, Zenobia, give me another will save.
Oh, come on.
I'm so scared.
20.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, good.
You seem all right.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
That second will save is the one that scares you.
They are not joking
And when-
about this prison.
With that first will save, what had happened was the piper started playing the music again, and it just sent this wave of like eerie
Terror.
music.
Like nails
to
on a
everybody.
chalkboard music.
Pretty much.
What was the second one?
The second one, you don't know what happened.
So I'm still shaken.
Yes, you are still shaken. Yeah, the first one was just that eerie effect. The second one, all you know is he pointed at you, but that's all you know.
Did he say anything?
Nope.
Just, okay. Ugh, I'm so scared.
All right. So next up, what I'm going to need is for Rodrick to roll a d20.
Oh, come on with this. Okay.
You
What's
got a +2, right?
What's he rolling a d20 for?
You'll find out later.
You got a +2, right?
Yeah, you do have a +2.
Natural 19.
All right. Then roll me a d6.
All right.
Why?
You'll find out later.
But I want to know now.
What?
Okay.
That doesn't... Is that good?
Maybe. Maybe not.
You're so mysterious.
This time, as we cut back in, the priest looks like he's reset himself a bit, and things look almost back to normal. That symbol of Torog is gone again, but the priest looks at you and is like, sorry, I don't know what is going on, but Abadar be praised that we are safe.
Abadar?
Right. You worship Abadar, right?
No, this was a temple. I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you misunderstood me. I said Torog, and you start to notice that more of the holy symbols of Torag around the cathedral are starting to fade away. And then next up is Zenobia.
Well, I'm going to continue on with my plan, even though I'm feeling kind of nervous about it. I am going to study.
That'll help.
You look ghostly and veiny to me, but I'm going to touch you with a ghost touch arrow. So I have to quick draw the bow and arrow, and I knock it with one of my ghost touch arrows, and I let it go.
Come on, Zenobia.
Come on. It's an 8, so that's 6, 7, 8. It's an 8, so that's an 8.
An 8? Yeah, it's not going to hit. Wait, so what did...
I think she negative... She did
She
minus
did the 8,
2.
and then -2 for the shaken,
Right.
which made it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I added the study and my base attack bonus.
Well, it should still be like 12, because your base attack bonus is 2, your dexterity is 3, so that's 5 plus 1, so that should be +6, -2, so +4. So it should be 12.
It's 12.
Okay.
1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
+2 +1.
I'm making a Clue movie reference. So 12.
Okay.
Did that hit?
A 12. And what are you hitting it with? Another ghost touched
Yes.
arrow? That'll hit.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Yay.
That's great.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh man. Well, we are level 2, so I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, we are level 2 after all. 5.
Ooh.
Wow.
5 points of damage.
So what happens to the spectral image as it gets hit by this ghost touch arrow?
The arrow goes through the piper, and as it does it, it looks like an electric charge. Just
Ooh.
kind of
Like pulses through it?
pulses through it.
Does he make a noise?
No, it doesn't
Like-
change the noise really.
Do I hit the pipe?
No, you do not hit the pipe.
How do you know? You haven't rolled for anything. You haven't rolled to see if I hit the pipe.
He knows. He's the
I know.
DM. You didn't take -2 off your damage, did you?
No, she didn't.
Yeah, okay.
Which is good, because you weren't supposed
Because you're not supposed to. I was just making sure. Don't listen to me.
That's all. It's only on my attack rolls, right?
to. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, don't listen to her, silly girl.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Well, it's -2 on saves as well.
All right. And next up is Vivian.
Oh, Vivian. I'm so in shell shock of what happened last turn that she's just like, oh. And she is going to positive pulse again to help Rodrick. She's going to do it in this 5-foot radius square. And so it's going to hit Rodrick, Dwarfy, and Vivian. This is going to give all of us a +2 on the next save we have to roll.
Okay.
A save against haunt effects.
Mhm.
So, and then damage to haunts, 5 points
Oh, wow.
of damage. And then
Vivian is rocking it.
there'd be a will save, but it's a haunt. Do haunts take will saves?
Haunts do not take will saves.
Excellent. I'm glad to know that.
So wait a minute. What can you tell me about Torog?
Torog, of course, this is the strong dwarven god, the god of the forge, and as he starts talking about that, another pulse, like before, waves through, and this time it almost looks like the ground ripples up as it goes, kind of like an earthquake would look. You just see that seismic activity go through there. And now when you look at it, the floor is crumbled, like it's starting to fall apart, but the priest doesn't seem like he's worried about it.
Aren't you going to attend to that?
Attend to what?
This is so good. Vivian is just awesome.
Well, that's her last level 1 spell for the day, so...
Hope you don't need any more.
Hope I don't need any more.
All right, then next up would be Dwarfy.
Dwarfy, seeing that everybody's afeared, he's going to cast Remove Fear on Zenobia.
Thank y'all. Feeling much better.
Seeing
So
as...
he has to roll a caster check against the DC of the fear effect.
What made Dwarfy decide to do Zenobia instead of Thurskell?
It was an 11.
That fails.
Okay, so he doesn't remove the fear, but he tried.
Oh.
Does it piss off Thurskell?
I thought we were friends.
Thurskell, you're up next.
Well,
So do you attack Dwarfy?
I got one more arrow left. That's really all I can do.
Yes, you are right.
Because,
There's holy water too.
well, I have to draw it. This I don't have to draw.
This is true.
2.
That will not hit.
Man, Thurskell, what happened?
Have you considered a different rolling method?
Like throwing it.
Like throwing it on a platform
No.
instead of through this?
Never.
That never seems to give you a winning...
I think it's the dice. I think it's the player, not the dice.
He likes the dice tower.
I made it with my own 2 hands.
I'm saying it may be flawed since it doesn't seem to ever give us like random rolls.
They're all low.
They're all low.
They are low. Well, the 14 wasn't low. It's just
So-
I have negatives.
And you've
to
got
my
a
will.
couple of natural 20s, too.
So how do you think this is playing out role-playing wise? Is Thurskell...
Their skill isn't an archer. Remember, he did not want to get a bow and arrow
right.
set. So, I mean, this is
Bow and arrow.
He's just like, what is this? He's holding it backwards.
Yes, which is why he hit himself in the face.
Like a cartoon, like Bunny.
Can't I just use my hammer? I'm so much better with my hammer.
And Rodrick was the one that told him to do it, but Rodrick can't see him failing at it right so.
Nope. All right. The Piper's going to play more of the pipe. So everybody, make me another will save.
And Dwarfy and Vivian have a +2.
Dwarfy!
Oh, yes.
That's even worse.
So what's everyone's numbers?
11 for Dwarfy.
11 for Dwarfy.
1.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. 26?
26. All right.
Do I have
Vivian's
to
fine.
do I have to confirm?
No,
One?
you don't have to.
Wait. No, it is 26. Okay, yeah,
All right.
we're good. I did it right.
Mine
Maybe.
is Vivian minus 20.
So a 6.
Yes.
Wow.
So yet again, Vivian is the only one not shaken.
Oh, is
So
it
do I
a
take-
round
It
thing?
continues.
Okay,
So,
so
you
I'm
don't take
still-
Take
you
more.
don't take more. It's just it continues to go through.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
And this
I'm gonna have
time, Thurskell, it points at you. So make
Uh-oh.
another will save.
I'm sure this will go splendidly.
2.
2.
2.
Oh
All right.
no.
Thurskell,
I have a bad feeling.
you cannot move.
Oh,
Oh no.
You
because he's been so helpful.
you are essentially paralyzed
Come
in
on.
place.
I can't move.
You can't say that either. Honestly, I'm a bit relieved because I really thought it was going to be a charm person
Mhm.
thing, and he was about to attack Zenobia.
No, but what he does see, nobody else sees this, but what Thurskell sees at this point, when the Piper points at him, he sees the Piper start flowing closer to him, like really slow and ominously, and like 3 or 4 Sturges come in and swarm over to you and attach to you.
That's so awful.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is that happening for real or is that just what I see?
Nobody else sees that?
Maybe it's what you see.
It's a haunt. It could be real. This is so Matrixy. What's real? When do you die? What?
Exactly.
Inception, man. Oh man, we'll know if your con starts going down. But that's what the Sturges did, right? They paralyzed. That's how
anybody
he would do.
here-
Oh no, the Lich Dust.
The Lich Dust.
Okay, is anybody here an evil outsider?
Not in our party.
Nope.
Damn it. I'm going through all of his stuff. and
To
starting
to see what you can do.
Uh-huh.
All right. So next up, Rodrick, roll me another d20.
Alright. This one was okay last time, so let's roll this one again. Natural 15.
All right.
Yay. Is that good?
Yes.
That is good. So roll another d6.
Come on. 1 again.
Ah.
Oh, Rodrick. Cue music.
I
I don't know what you mean. What am I attending to?
Don't you think Torag would be insistent on repairing the stonework that is surrounding you?
Everything looks fine. I believe that Zonkathon would be perfectly fine with how things look here.
All right, next up is Zenobia.
Well, I have one ghost touch arrow left, so I'm going to send it.
Do it.
Come on, Zenobia.
Okay, so how many is that? 14?
Plus 4.
18.
18.
18 will hit.
Yes, man, Zenobia's so good. She's so good.
And this is studied.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
7.
It's actually
Wait,
8 because the
wait.
ghost touch is plus 1 as well.
Yes, 8. Oh, yes.
All right, so that was your second ghost touch.
Yes.
All right,
So how many did you do?
8 damage.
8. Wow.
Piper is still there.
Is he bleeding?
Well, he doesn't bleed, but it did more of the
Crackling.
zapping through, crackling, and it seems to have left some sort of effect on him to where you can kind of see the black lines like they were charred through him.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you can tell it's definitely affecting him.
So this is only the second time I've shot.
Yes.
So I have one more. I had 3.
Got one more? All right.
Excellent. Thurskill used both of his.
So yeah, no. So the Piper is weaker, and Thurskill can move again.
Nope. Good try, though.
Nice
I
try.
like how you tried to slip that in.
Next up is Vivian.
Okay, Vivian seeing Rodrick still.
What's happening to Rodrick? Like, has anything changed visually?
Visually, no, nothing has changed.
Good question.
As each of these positive pulses and the positive energy effects, and then as all of those things start happening, the chains around Rodrick like glow like this blue ghostly color for just like that split second.
Oh,
And it fades away.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it's having an effect.
It does look like it's having an effect.
Vivian is going to flavor Neil next to Rodrick and be like, "Come on, Rodrick, come on, we need you. I think, you haven't been very effective so far in battle, but I assume that we need you." And she had the vial of holy water still in her hand, so she is going to open that and douse him.
All right.
So it's 2d4?
Yes.
7 points.
Oh my goodness, it's almost max.
7 points. So just for flavor's sake, roll me an AC 5 attack roll.
7.
All right, you're good.
But yes, aren't you a devout worshipper of Zonkathon?
See, the Abadar, that could be an honest mistake, but now you've gone way too far.
Why, whatever you do you mean? This is a temple of Asmodeus. I don't understand why you have such a problem.
As he mentions Asmodeus, you notice that this is like the 4th deity that he's mentioned, and he's not connecting with you anymore. There, toward the front of the cathedral, there is what looks like a baptismal font. This font, the water starts bubbling and rising and pouring over the sides of the baptismal font and covers the floor and starts going up the walls. And it almost looks as if the cathedral just starts melting, and the priest standing in front of you just looks at you as if nothing is wrong.
I don't know who you are or what you're about, but you seem to be some sort of a charlatan, my friend.
And as you say that, not only does the cathedral melt away, but he melts away as well. And you see not the young, handsome red-haired priest, but this older, larger priest wrapped in those chains that you felt around you with the holy symbols on them. And you open your eyes, and you're back in Harrowstone. As you pour that holy water on Rodrick and these chains, the chains loosen, unravel, and Rodrick takes this big gasping breath.
And you see a beautiful Vivian above you.
She's going to win him from Kendra, yeah.
She looks a bit crazy. And like she's I imagine her kind of glowing with all the positive energy that she's had going through her.
And Rodrick looks relieved, but also very surprised to see Vivian right over him.
And you probably hear her like you've had surgery, and coming out, like people are yelling at you as you're coming out.
That's what happened to me. Lady Ellie, breathe, damn it!
So I'm just like, Rodrick, come on, we need you, I think.
So, in this moment, since you do wake up in this moment, Rodrick, roll me a percentile die. Above 50, you've got your wits about you, you know what's going on. Below 50, you're still confused.
45.
Of course.
So you legitimately don't understand what's going on and why you're back here.
I'm you, Vivian.
Rodrick.
What happened to your accent? He's confused, don't you know?
Nice. Hero card. I'm handing out the hero cards now, I've decided.
Well, they're not valid unless they come from me. Haha. All right. Next up is Dwarfy.
Dwarfy. Okay, so Dwarfy is going to step up his 20 feet that he can move as a dwarf as his move action, and his standard action, he's going to wave his hand over his Masterwork Silver Warhammer and use his good blessing and bless it with an ability called Holy Strike, and his Warhammer starts to glow with a yellow energy.
Okay.
He says something cool.
So as Dwarfy waves his hand over the Warhammer and it starts to glow yellow, he looks up at the Piper and says, I'm about to bitch slap you with this Warhammer.
Very heroic.
He's very mad about what you did to Thorskill.
Yes. Speaking of, Thurskill, give me another will save.
Oh, I thought it was Thurskill. Do nothing, because you are nothing.
Wow. Their self-esteem went down while he was paralyzed.
5.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Do you have any other dice?
It's also that I have a -3 to my will saves.
Wow.
So Thurskill, what you see now is these tiny holes where all of the sturges have been on you.
You know, like that tryptophan, whatchamacallit?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
But they just start leaking blood as you take 6 points of damage.
Oh, wow. 6?
6 points of damage.
Just damage, not con.
Not con, just damage.
Okay, that's different than regular Sturges.
So is he audible? Can y'all hear him?
He can't move his
He's
mouth.
not screaming. He's paralyzed. But Zenobia is standing next to him.
You said
She-
6 points.
Yeah, 6 points. Zenobia sees these holes and it's bleeding.
Uh-oh.
But you don't see what's causing it. You just see these holes open up on his arms and on his neck and just starts leaking blood.
This is so scary.
Thurskill is being pierced by something
All right.
leaking from 3 holes.
And I
3
need
new ones.
and I need everybody to give me another will save.
Roderick's gonna roll one now.
Me
And
too.
no
Yep,
plus
you
2s
too.
anywhere.
Natural 1 for Roderick. So we're right back where we left off.
Natural 17, 14.
Natural 2 for Dwarfy.
Natural 2 for Dwarfy, and Roderick had a natural 1.
Yep.
10.
10 for
Still
Zenobia.
16.
16. So this time, Vivian and Thurskill are no longer shaken.
Woohoo.
So,
What did you roll, Thurskill?
so,
I rolled a 17, but it's -3, so 14.
so you still have the holes in you and the blood, but the sturges that were on you fade away, and the Piper is back in that back corner where he.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're no longer frozen.
And I'm not shaken either.
You're not shaken.
Oh,
Okay.
good questions. Those
You-
were good questions
You
to clarify.
shook all of that off.
You shook it off. You Taylor Swift that shit.
You did. The Piper is going to point to Vivian.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Gary.
he is.
I refuse.
Vivian, your turn to make a will save. Another one.
This guy is so scary.
You've been doing well with these.
Why did you say that? 9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are frozen. And you see what Thurskill saw. The Piper slowly move towards you, and the sturges start coming in to the side, and they attach onto you.
And I imagine Vivian was looking down at Roderick, and she kind of felt the music pipe up.
Pipe up.
Oh, hair card. And the hairs on the back of her neck go up, and she just slowly turns around, slow-mo turns around and sees that image coming towards her. Well, I'm scared.
This is awful. This guy is awful.
He is. All right. So next up would be Roderick.
All right. Is Roderick confused now, or do I have to roll another percentile?
You're still roll a percentile to see if you get your mental faculties back.
91.
All right. So you've
Yay! So
snapped back to reality.
and you see Vivian frozen above you, looking, have a face of pure horror on her.
He was unbelievably excited to see you, but now you're stuck. So that was all an illusion. I'm trying to make him sound strained.
Yeah.
So as his move action, he's going to stand up and roll a knowledge religion on the Piper.
Okay.
So he hasn't had a chance to do that yet. Natural 20 for a 29.
All right. So you basically know everything that he's already done. His
But that's actually fine, because Roderick didn't see any of that happen.
yeah.
But now he knows all of the things that could happen that everybody else has already learned through
He
experience.
sees what's happening
much.
to Vivian. He knows exactly what's happened to her.
Be careful. He might paralyze you.
So Vivian.
Thanks.
Roderick. Vivian's thinking, I'm so glad he's back.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Did we skip your turn?
Nope.
I shot.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the paralyzed. My turn hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do also notice from that, just by looking at him, you can tell that he's getting weak.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still slowly blinking and coming back to we've almost got him. Don't let up. And can I target him with a spell?
If you, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so his standard action is going to cast Magic Missile at this boy.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So, left hand extended, points a finger, and does 4 points of damage. Force damage.
He's still standing. Or
didn't
still
know.
floating.
I didn't know Rodrick was left-handed.
He's not. That's the hand he casts spells off.
Oh.
His weapon's in his right hand.
Oh. You're doing Skyrim style.
Yeah.
He's Magus. He needs
Offhand
one hand.
magic.
Yeah, he needs one hand free to cast spells and the other hand with his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He's ambidextrous.
Can he cast a spell out of his right hand?
If he wants to.
Okay, sorry, I'm just...
Can he cast a spell with his foot?
Ooh, that's a good question. Besides the point, but I want to continue down this road later.
Some spells.
I would assume since slapping is the theme of this episode, your magic missile goes toward him, then turns into a hand, and then just slaps him across the face.
Backhand?
Yep,
Very Looney Tunes.
Does he have he has a ring on that hand?
he does.
This is so terrible.
Very Columbo.
Okay.
All right,
Gotta
next
leave
up,
marks.
Yeah.
next up is Zenobia.
Well, I'm going to take my third and final ghost touch arrow. 13. You said +4?
Mm-hmm.
That's even with my -2?
Yeah, because it's +6, but -2 is +1.
Alright.
You're very good at what you do.
I don't know how it's +6, but
Your dexterity is 3. Your base attack bonus is 2. And +1 for your study. And actually it'd be +7 because you also are using a magical arrow.
So,
I don't see where I lost the 2, but that's okay. So it's 21. I hit.
21. All right,
Important part.
that'll hit.
Unfortunately, I wish it was critical, but
D6 +2.
come on, Zenobia.
3.
Minimum damage.
Well, that minimum damage is enough to make this Piper just burst.
Yeah!
Yay. Go us.
Oh, man! Wow!
I was so nervous about that combat all week.
I wasn't until I started to play this game. I have a question though. When the mosquitoes were touching me, did I take any bleed damage?
No.
That was tech.
Oh, that's a good
okay.
question.
Because it's not, they
Magical.
weren't actually Sturges draining your blood. It was a haunt effect.
Question.
Yes.
Did they look like the Sturges that we had killed earlier?
Maybe.
The ghost of the Sturges.
It was Sturge Jr. and Sturge the Third.
Oh,
man.
that was a
from
couple days ago.
Way ago.
These were the old ones.
Wow.
No, it was Sturge the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Okay.
So after the Piper basically just bursts and vanishes into nothingness, and then Zenobia goes and recovers the arrow, you turn down the hallway to where Rodrick is standing, and behind Rodrick,
Oh, come
you
on.
What?
see this guy,
Oh, no.
Oh, he's like a hunchback.
who
Creepy.
just so happens to look like the guy that you saw when you were wherever you were.
But, so looking at that, he was a lot younger when I was seeing him.
Yes, but you see him looking like this, and then he just fades.
Did we all see that?
We all
Yeah,
saw, but we
you-
don't know who
you
this
all
dude
saw it.
is.
What? Who was he, Richard?
Okay, Roderick wants to roll a knowledge. Is it Arcana or Religion or both?
You would assume, based on the clothes that he's wearing and the way he looks, that this was more than likely Father Charlatan.
Speaking of which, I'm going to march back around that corner and go to the cell. I'm going to take a vial of holy water and I'm going to smash it into the room
Just to be
For goodness.
extra sure.
just to be extra sure.
So the chains disintegrated from Rodrick. What happened with all the pieces that he still had?
The holy symbols.
The chains didn't disintegrate; they just unraveled from
Oh, okay,
him.
the
so
chains are
they're
still
they're
there.
loose.
So he
So-
has them.
So because of that, Vivian's going to take another vial of holy water and douse it over the chains.
Okay,
Okay.
so now they're just wet chains.
Hey, you guys, I'm really hurt.
Yes, Thorska looks worse for wear. I seem to be fine. I'm very happy to be back with you.
I'm very hurt.
Shut up, Thurskill. I'm having a moment.
I can see that, but you're like the only doctor, so.
Yeah, well, you can get your ass over here.
But my feet hurt.
She actually does want to do a heal check on my feet hurt. She wants to do a heal check on
Does
Rodrick
Dwarfy
first.
have healing too?
He only has one fervor left, and I'm kind of holding on to that if he needs to, like, stop somebody from dying.
She actually wants
You
to do
mean
it.
like Thurskill?
Well, he's not bleeding out.
She wants to do a heal check on Rodrick first. Huh, not that good.
I'm glad she wasted it on you.
9. Is he bleeding anywhere? She's kind of looking over you. I'm glad you're okay. Any broken bones? She's kind of grabbing your wrists and looking at you.
He's got some burn marks.
Yeah, and he physically looks mostly okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, everyone gather around, and Vivian will channel
Yay!
for 2 points. She's a little tired now, and you can see that she had a very good battle.
Do I get my con back?
No, that's a separate.
And she will...
I'm back to full hit points, but I'm still down 1 con.
Okay, she's going to channel again. 3 points.
All right, Roderick's at full.
How are you doing, Thorskill?
12 out of 26.
Good lord.
Man, it's like, oh, we did great. Oh, no, Thorskill didn't do so great.
No, sir.
Hey, didn't die.
All right, Vivian's gonna look at you, and you can tell that she's actually quite tired looking. I can heal you more, but it might be more beneficial if we
Go home?
We go home for the night. It's like 2 in the afternoon.
Also, I need to see a doctor about this filth fever.
Oh, I forgot
that's
you
true.
had that.
Everyone
So
forgot. I should have said anything.
well, it's still the same day.
No.
It wouldn't have progressed.
No, I'm saying the GM even made that smile like, yeah, I forgot.
No, I made that smile like, oh, he actually remembered because I wasn't going to say anything.
Ah.
We're going to wait till tomorrow?
The next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got rat bites and ghost bites and I need a doctor.
So Roderick is he's sort of rubbing his arm where he has the burn marks, and he's like, "We are pressed for time, but we did defeat 2 of the prisoners. So I think we made good time.
Did we defeat them?
Did we defeat them?
As well as we can.
I mean, the skeletons were no problem. Those spooky freaking ghosts, man.
Thorskill, you were definitely right about the spooky ghosts.
I know!
Let's get back to town.
So it looks like we have explored basically everything. We'll do one final sweep to make sure we didn't miss anything, and then we will go back to town.
I agree.
I agree.
So you're going to go down the stairs and out through the front door, or are you going to go back out down the...
Well, that's a
The
really leading question, Gary.
I'm just asking which way you're going.
We're not going any way that we haven't already explored, is what I
Gary.
say. Gary.
Don't try to trick us, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean-
We go out the east side and we rappel down the rope
Yes.
that we have set up.
To make an easier way out, I will say that you can open that door that you saw from this...
Oh, the locked one?
From the balcony on this western
Where we
side.
fought the scythe.
Yes, where you fought the scythe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's barred.
Yeah,
So
it's
we
barred
lift
from
the
this
bar.
side.
Okay, cool.
Oh, and
You can
no
do that.
magic
Make it
pipe
easier.
appeared, right?
No magic pipe appeared.
Okay, cool. And nothing happens to us as we go out that side?
Nope.
Okay.
You see the scythe, though, but it's just a scythe.
Wait,
Do I try and take it again?
it had disappeared before.
It did, but now it's there.
Oh,
Because these things reset.
oh. Pour some holy water on that shit.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
we're
do.
We're going back to town. That's where the whole
No,
water is.
I pour, but I have some other vials. I'm gonna pour some holy water over that.
Okay.
Roderick doesn't feel comfortable with it being up on the balcony where he nearly died. So he's going to...
But he could take it, and then it would be the weapon of his
And we could sell it.
vengeance.
could sell.
Is there someone in Ravengrow who's like super into paranormal stuff and would love to buy a scythe at twice the market price for a haunted item?
I am sure there's somebody.
I think we
Really?
should take it and sell it.
Or
We
being
need
sarcastic?
No, I'm sure there's somebody that is really into it that
Oh,
you
yeah.
could go talk to. You'd have to convince them of the actual story.
Well,
I'll just show him the scar on my back.
we'll take a photo with our iPhones and
There are ether
and
phones.
then ethereal mail them.
yeah. We'll put it on Craigslist. On
Ethereal Bay.
Ethereal Bay. Oh man, that's good. That's good.
So Roderick, sort of facing his fears, stepping up to it with trepidation, but, with his knowledge check, confident that it's not haunted anymore, pauses for a second, then, reaches down and picks it up, and, he stares at it, sees his own blood crusted all over the blade.
Gross.
This is very dangerous. This place. It is very dangerous.
I agree.
Well, no duh.
Vivian wouldn't suggest selling it, but Noelle thinks that would be an hilarious idea. Find a who are the couple that don't have the Annabelle doll and do all the exorcisms? Yeah,
Lorraine and...
it is the Warrens.
It is the Warrens, but I
forget
don't know
his
their
Didn't they have a
first name.
TV show for a while?
Maybe.
No.
Anyway, I want to find them in town.
Yes.
They were on Paranormal State, at least Lorraine was, because the husband died.
Is he in his museum?
He might be.
I do not want to leave it here.
Hey, I'll carry it. We can sell it.
Absolutely. Let's get some money. I'm out.
You know, I know the perfect people to take that to. They love all things like paranormal and ghosty. So their names are Warren and Elaine.
Alrighty, let's visit them.
As long as they don't have any haunted dolls, those just creep me out.
I think
can
they
stay-
have one named Isabella.
Oh,
You could stay at the door.
that's it. I love it. Deep cut.
I don't feel comfortable carrying this into town, but if you're convinced, I do not believe it is haunted anymore, so you take it.
Also, my arms hurt.
Rodrick,
I'm
it's absolutely
so
haunted.
injured.
How far down are you still?
I'm still, like, a lot. Because I took a lot of damage because
I think he's
of my
still
will
bloodied.
saves.
I think you're still below half.
Yeah, I am below half.
Yeah.
So Thurskill's looking really rough.
All right.
As I recall, I suggested a pack animal for just these sorts of occasions and was slammed down. Once again, y'all never listened to me.
Vivian will, since we're heading back,
12-26, so
yeah,
I'm
you're
almost
below
at
half.
half.
Vivian will, as we're walking down the parapet stairs, Vivian will channel again. 3 more points.
Well, I'm above half, you guys.
All right.
Hey,
Look a little better.
You're fine.
you're effectively not bloodied anymore.
So, as we're walking back, Rodrick is explaining what he experienced when he went under.
And what was that?
So, when the skeleton hit me, I went under. And when I woke up in a coffin in the Temple of Torag. And there was a red-headed man there. I believe it was the apparition that we witnessed afterwards.
Father Charlatan.
Yes, I believe it was Father Charlatan, but in my vision, he was much younger. And he told me that I had died, but that one of you had cast gentle repose on me, which obviously was Vivian, and that I had been resurrected months later. That apparently our mission was successful, but you 3 went on without me.
So the charlatan lied to you?
Yes, it would appear that way, Thorsko.
Well, he
That
didn't.
dastard.
What a charlatan.
I was at the same time relieved that apparently our mission was successful, but I was also saddened that the 3 of you had left.
Well, I mean, you died, so what were we supposed to do?
It wasn't real.
I'm just saying, I mean,
No.
if you die, I'm not going to, like...
Let me be more clear, Thorsko. I did not begrudge you. It made perfect sense, but I felt the sadness in that I missed you.
Oh, well, I missed you too.
But apparently that was only a few seconds because I woke up with Vivian standing over me, back in the hallway. The other thing that became clear to me was that you all were helping me as well, so thank you very much for that.
I'm glad you're okay, Rodrick.
I am as well. Thank you all very much.
All right, so y'all continue walking toward town. Somewhere along the way,
Zenobia sides up to Vivian and said, "Nice work. What changed?"
Don't know what you mean.
Well, I've noticed that in our other encounters you'll be defensive, but this time you took action.
Oh, when the skeletons surrounded us, I don't know. I became very upset. I'm not prone to getting upset, but I'm very tired of being, I don't know, taken advantage of. It's not, I get to choose if I want to be scared. And
Absolutely true.
And I chose not to be scared. I'm tired of being afraid, and I want this evil gone. It's not beautiful. It needs to go away, and I just don't know what else to say.
Well, I totally approve, in case that matters to you.
Thank you.
But that was an excellent job you did up in that hallway.
Thank you. I don't know if I'll be able to do it again.
What's important is that you will try and not just let yourself be massacred.
Correct. I'm not a victim, and I'm glad I was able to help Rodrick escape.
Well, we all need to practice that.
Saving Roderick's life every
Saving
single day.
Roderick's life seems to be one of the missions of this.
I will say that having you almost die 3 times now, Richard, or having Rodrick almost die 3 times now, it's definitely helping. Like, it's not as scary.
It's not as scary the 4th and 5th
I don't
time.
care as much now if you die.
We've been here before.
episode title, Saving Private Rodrick.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
We're doing it.
That's it. We're done. All right.
So kind of overhearing the conversation between Vivian and Zenobia, Dwarfy kind of sidles over to Thurskill, nudges him a couple times, say, "So, Thurskill,
Yeah,
that Vivian, she's single?"
she is, but you have a better chance with Zenobia. And you don't have a chance with Zenobia.
I could have a chance.
I mean, there's always a chance. But, I mean, you're this tall and they're... You know what? That's very rude of me. I don't mean to discriminate
That's
by
very
your size.
sizist of you.
I don't mean to be, but I mean, they're both a whole lot of woman.
Okay, look, I have this cousin who has a thing for plants.
For plants?
For plants.
Inside joke. Oh, well, don't even explain it. You guys can leave a mystery on that one.
So, Do you think I have more of a chance than he would?
I think everybody in the world would have more of a chance than he would.
I just know, like, if he goes to a bar and there's a plant there, that plant's getting lucky.
Oh. What if it's a cactus?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Paige, no.
So what you...
He has an emblem on his shoulder, an ensign.
So what you're saying is, I got a shot.
I mean, 1,000,000 to 1, there's still the 1.
I will take those odds.
I mean, just saying, have you ever seen a wood nymph? Like, you'd figure it out. So, we're back in town.
Back in town. So those of you who need to can go off to Father Gremborough to get healed up, while Vivian, Rodrick, and Thurskill head to the Temple of Pharasma to go talk to Father Gremborough. Dwarfy will lead Zenobia to Warren and Elaine to go sell this scythe.
Alrighty, so
Speaking of, how is your diplomacy?
Oh,
my
great.
diplomacy
'Cause you're selling
is
something.
actually not too bad because I have a +3 in diplomacy.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That isn't too bad.
So yes, thank Dwarfy and say, have a drink waiting for me, please.
That I can do. I will go and say hi to Sariana. I'm sure she'll be happy to know that we're all still alive.
Yes, I know she will be happy that I'm still alive anyway. so
She likes her return customers.
Right?
I have about a half block to walk to their house, right? So checking the balance and spinning it, and the little kids are all following me. So I come up to the door of.
Warren and Elaine.
So I knock on the door with the scythe.
All right. You knock on the door. A few seconds later, an older woman opens the door. Yes, can I help you?
Ha! My name's Zenobia Serpentry. I'm the local adventurer with the local adventurer team. You may have heard about us.
Ah, yes, I've heard of you.
Well, I've heard you're interested in paranormal items, and look at what we just recovered today from Harrowstone. It is the haunted scythe from Harrowstone, used by the headsman in the tower.
Ah, this is the scythe that, there's the stories of people seeing this on the balcony, correct?
Exactly so.
I
It, in fact, laid waste to one of our members of our party.
Oh,
It was quite effective when it was actually functioning correctly.
and did this party member of you, did he perish?
No, because as you know, we're very strong.
Well, that is good then. Do come in. I do need to run a couple of tests to verify that it is accurate, of course.
Absolutely. I would love to see what you have in here in your emporium.
Ah, please come right in.
We never see Zenobia again.
Wham! Door slams by.
So now we are back at the Temple of Pharasma with Father Gremborough.
Hello, my friends. I definitely want to hear more about what happened to you, Rodrick. Thurskill, one of my other clerics, will take care of... Well, answer this. Do you know when your last rat venom shot was?
I mean, I didn't know rats had venom, so never.
I was just thinking that.
My parents were anti-rat venomers.
Well, I'm sure we'll take care of you and make sure you get all that filthy fever out of you.
Please do. I don't feel so good.
Man, Thurskill's got such a man cold.
My tummy hurts.
Thurskill, you weren't hurting your tummy.
It hurts now.
Here, lay down right here in this pew.
Oh, okay.
We'll bring a nice cool cloth to keep you cool and a blanket to keep you warm.
Some ginger ale.
And some ginger ale.
And a bowl, in case he needs to throw up.
Some of that, and we'll bring some rabbit noodle soup.
But we won't give him a room. Father, he does not like sharing his rooms.
He wants everybody to sleep in the chapel. On the pews.
You know, if there was like a teddy bear in the Lost and Found, I could hold it for you.
Thurskill does not seem very strong right now.
No.
You're right, it's the man cold. He's 100% man colding right now.
I got knocked below half my hit points.
I'm sure we can find you a teddy bear in the nursery.
I mean, if there is one. I'm not asking for it.
Would you feel more comfortable back there in the nursery?
He's a big baby.
Is there pretty colors
You
on
got
the
building
walls?
blocks?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go back there.
All right.
Practice his letters.
Can you go get me some chicken nuggets?
Fries. I see orange. Okay, so Thurskell's being babied.
He is being babied back in the nursery.
So, Rodrick,
Yes.
tell me more about this haunt you experienced.
So we have explored the entire upper floor of Harrowstone, and we have encountered 2 of the named prisoners. We have defeated both the Piper of Ilmarsh and Father Charlatan.
I see.
It was very dangerous, though. So we found Father Charlatan's body, and we were negligent, and I seem to have picked up his haunt from the body as we left. And as soon as I got hit by a skeleton, I lost consciousness, and I was taken to an illusion as though I had been dead for several months. And Father Charlatan, in a much younger form, was there in front of me, and he told me that my friends had cast gentle repose on me, and I had been transported to a temple of Torag where I was resurrected, and that they had moved on, which gave me the impression that they were successful, but they left because I had died. But then, after I was told that, I felt as though I was wrapped in chains and they were burning, and this kept going on, but I kept feeling sensations from outside, and eventually I woke up and Vivian was above me, and I was right where I had been left.
It seems that Father Charlatan's antics have carried on into the afterlife as well.
Was he known for this sort of thing?
He was known for basically creating scams and getting people to believe that they would be healed just by his touch when he had no ability to heal them whatsoever. So it makes perfect sense that he would try to mislead you and that your friends had left you behind.
Well, I've completely fell for it like an idiot. I'm so ashamed, but
He must have sensed your fear of not feeling useful.
yes, I have been feeling like somewhat of a dead weight. Fortunately, I was able to rely on my friends. The 4 of them, they saved me from the haunt, and we were together able to defeat the other one as well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that and glad to know that you are still with us.
I'm happy to be here.
And you do know that if anything were to happen, you don't have to go to a Temple of Torag. You could just come here. This is much closer.
We're on the way.
We know how to cast gentle repose.
He's trying to convert you.
Thank you, Father, but I'm good.
For Asma be praised.
There's a mechanic for that.
Only if you're a cleric, though.
He is a
He is
cleric.
cleric.
No. Oh, I thought you were talking about the mechanic of a cleric changing fates.
No, there's a
No.
mechanic for evangelism.
Evangelizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For Asma be with you.
And also with you.
And after he completes that conversation, Vivian has been there listening into this conversation as well. Father Grimborough turns to look at Vivian, and then Vivian, you notice that suddenly his eyes look different. And they go almost completely white. And then he reaches out towards you, turns his hand over, and you have a Harrow card.
Yay! See, begging does work. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Gary.
What does it say?
The theater.
And we'll find out what that does next week.
Oh!
What suit is it?
That was for